Dust of Snow by Robert Frost. This poem describes a very simple incident in very simple words. It tells us that sometimes even a small incident may prove to be of a larger significance. Students, you see that this is a very small compact poem. It has 8 short lines and it has only 34 words. Let's focus on the first 4 lines. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. Listen to the explanation. The poet here is sitting under a hemlock tree and he's feeling very sad and depressed. Suddenly, a crow sitting on that tree shakes the branches and the fine particles of snow from the tree falls upon the poet. Students, see over here I have highlighted 2 words, crow and hemlock, and the significance of these 2 words will be discussed a little later. Hemlock, as you know, is a poisonous plant, and please keep in mind the 2 highlighted words, crow and hemlock. As I said, that the significance of these 2 words will be discussed a little later. Sorry. Next, let's focus on the last 4 lines. Has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. See the explanation. As the dust of snow falls on the poet, the soft and cold touch of snow changes the poet's mood. The poet, who was so sad just a while ago, starts feeling refreshed. So you see that a simple moment, that is the snow particles falling on the poet, becomes very significant. And this particular moment saves the rest of the day of the poet from being wasted in regret. So you see, students, the magic of nature worked to transform the poet's mood. Let's now understand the significance of the words crow, hemlock and snow. Hemlock, as I said, is a poisonous plant. The question now is, why didn't the poet write about other beautiful birds like nightingale, cuckoo or the dove? A crow is normally not mentioned in poems, is it? Another question is, why beautiful trees like maple, oak, pine have not been mentioned? Why hemlock? You see, a crow is an ugly bird. It is considered to be inauspicious and it is also said to bring ill fortune. Hemlock is a poisonous plant. It is associated with death. Snow represents hardships. The poet associated these 3 negative symbols with his dark, depressed and gloomy mood. But ironically, it is these 3 things that bring a positive change in his mood. The crow sitting on the hemlock tree makes some snow fall on the poet. This brings a change in his mood. So the negative association of these 3 symbols are replaced by positivity, and this is called symbolism. So the 3 symbols used by the poet over here are crow, hemlock tree and snow. Let's now focus on the literary devices. The first is symbolism, which we discussed in detail a while ago. Another is alliteration. All of you all know what is alliteration. You see the line, and saved some part. So saved and some are starting with the same sound. You see, enjambment. The whole poem, you can say, is an enjambment. Each line runs into the next line and there's no punctuation. The full stop comes directly at the end of the poem. The last literary device over here is imagery. We find a visual imagery of a winter landscape. We see snow-covered trees, a crow sitting on a hemlock tree, and a lonely traveler. Of course, that's a poet himself. By now, I hope you've understood the theme of the poem. First, we can say that simple moments can have a large significance. Another thing that we note in the poem is that nothing in nature is ugly or inauspicious. Even a crow, dust of snow, or a poisonous tree like hemlock can turn sorrow into joy. So I hope students you've understood the poem. Tomorrow we will discuss these two questions, the message conveyed by the poem and the justification of the title of the poem. In fact, I would like to know the answers from you tomorrow. Thank you.